of robotics out there. And this is an important part of it. Hi, my name is Imogen. Let me show you how these students are learning the basics of robotics to one day create their very own amazing machines. We all know what robots look like, but what are they exactly? Well, they are basically machines that work automatically. Most can gather information from their environment using sensors and then use that information to follow a certain set of instructions and carry out a task. And these Year 9 students from Penley and Essendon Grammar School have come here today to program, control and modify the EV3 robot. I am going to be stepping them through the whole process and challenging them to complete missions on a simulated spaceboard. First things first is the programming. The students must use the software on the computer to tell the robot what to do in computer language, which is made up of special icons that relate to certain parts of the robot, like the motor or a particular sensor. So for example, this is our move steering icon where we can change a number of different variables. We have our direction, our speed, and how many rotations of the wheel our EV3 robot will take. A big part of the job is trial and error. The students use the software to program the robot according to what they want the robot to do, but they won't know it all works until they test it out. After a trial, they go back to the computer and make all the necessary changes, and once again, test it out. But what do the students actually want to do with their robots? Well, let me show you the challenges that we have. The first challenge is to position a satellite in space. So the robot needs to be programmed with exact durations of movement so they can reach a precise location. Next challenge is about activating communications on Mars, and this is slightly more difficult as it also involves steering the robot to the location. And the final challenge is about locating Mars, which uses the colour sensor. The students have to program the robot to recognise the colour change of Mars. So they are the challenges, but how are all the students getting on?
Our mission was to put the satellite onto the target in space.
The problem was we couldn't really get the angle quite right, so I'm going to take the robot back and reprogram it.
Our mission was to successfully establish communications on Mars.
Our problem is that we couldn't estimate our distances correctly. To fix that, we're going to do some more trial and error and see if we can get it right.
Our challenge was to find Mars with the colour sensors.
And the problems we're facing are it's not detecting the yellow at the start of the planet, but only the orange further in.
So to fix that, we're going back to the computers to try and sort it out.
Well, that is another successful mission, and for now it might just be on a simulated board. But thanks to these challenges, one day these guys might be building robots that actually do go to Mars.